Hi folks, today I want to talk about the possible Sony A7S4 specs. I got a full list from a news source, so this could be completely BS or maybe he's right, but it's totally unconfirmed. It's not coming from my trusted sources, but I want to discuss with you if those kind of specs make sense to you and if you would actually like if the A7S4 would have those features. But before to discuss it, take 2 seconds time to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. Today we want to talk about the possible A7S4 spec list, but before that a quick warning. As you know, I have very good connection to some Sony sources and they share accurate details and rumors about the next Sony cameras and lenses, but this rumor I got from a completely new source, so this could be completely BS. The reason why I'm sharing this is because trusted sources still didn't give me any confirmation about the A7S4, and in the meantime I decided to share this one rumor because so we can discuss if you would like to get those kind of specs, and maybe that one source is right this time, but I really don't know. So warning, always make a separation between my trusted sources and those kind of rumors, and don't hold me accountable about today's spec list because there are some things that to me they sound very likely to be on the real A7S4 and some that are very strange and odd. So let's kick off with the spec list of the A7S4. According to that source, the A7S4 is already in development and its features are now very different than the previous generation A7S3 and lower product positioning, more video-oriented A7 IV with lower pricing between $2,799 and $3,099 US. So the first part of the rumor says that the A7S4 will no more be priced like a very high-end camera, but a sort of video version of the A7 IV. And this would actually be very good news in my opinion, if they make it, if it's not overpriced but make it very affordable. This makes actually sense to me, would be something new from Sony because we are used by Sony that every generation of camera is more expensive than the previous one. So this is a kind of surprising rumor, so that is also a first red flag where I wonder if it's really going to be true that those specs are real. But now let's move on to the sensor. The A7S4 utilizes a newly developed 24 megapixel Exmor-R sensor which supports 4K 60p in full frame 6K oversampling and 4K 120p in Super 35mm and offers uncropped 4K 120p with pixel binning sampling at slightly lower image quality. This is the part of the rumor that I think could be true because I don't expect the A7S4 to be an 8K camera, mainly because the name S stands for sensitivity, so high ISO performance is important. That's more important than having the 8K resolution, and keeping the resolution low on the sensor would allow to achieve a much higher sensitivity and dynamic range. So even if that rumor was made up by that source, I think it's likely the A7S4 has those kind of video specs. Let's move on. Interestingly, the A7S4 does away with a well-received 9.44 million dot EVF in the A7S3 and replaces it with a 3.69 million dot EVF. Now this is a part of the rumor that is super strange because downgrading the resolution of the EVF on a new model compared to the old model makes no sense at all to me. I try to think about reasons why this could make sense. Maybe the new EVF in lower resolution gives you a very high frame rate that gives you some advantages, some aspect that you cannot achieve with a very high resolution EVF. But that's just me trying to give a reason to that rumor. Let me know in the comment system what you think about this. But this is probably the one part of the rumor that has the biggest red flag because I can see Sony doing this. This would be the first time they are going back on the resolution on the VF. But maybe there's some kind of crazy new tech on that new VF that we don't know about and that makes sense. But let me know in the comment system what you think about this. The last part of the rumor says that body stabilization has been upgraded to 8 stops and supports all the new digital stabilization features. The A7S4 will be available after July 2024. Okay, this makes sense. I expect the A7S4 to have all the benefits that we got on the A9 III. I even expect it to have the same kind of body. I think this is very likely to be true anyway, regarding if the source is telling me some BS or not. So that's what I got. Let me know in the comment system if you think that such a success would be something interesting for you or not, if it's not enough, or if you expect something else. Anyway, I shared that rumor just for fun. It's not coming from my reliable sources. If you want to know what my reliable sources told me about next Sony Alpha cameras, they told me, for example, that most of the new exciting stuff will be announced the second half of the year. There will be definitely a new Alpha E-mount full-frame camera. That's confirmed by trusted sources. They didn't share the name. I expect this to be the A7S4, but just so that you know with clarity, they didn't confirm the naming yet, but there will be a new full-frame E-mount camera, at least one, possibly even two. There will be definitely a new FX full-frame E-mount camera that's also confirmed by trusted sources. And it also looks like there might be some surprising, unexpected model. What we don't get is the A12. It's not coming in 2024 unless Sony does some last minute kind of change. But the A12 is very likely to be announced in early 2025. As soon as my trusted sources can confirm that indeed the new Alpha E-mount full-frame camera that they say will be announced the second half of the year will be the A7S4, I will make a new video. I also hope they will share some early specs of the camera and confirm or deny the specs that I gave you today. But a reminder again, don't hold me accountable on rumors I get from news sources. Hold me accountable on what I tell you from my trusted sources, and they clearly say the second half of the year is going to be very exciting with new full-frame E-mount cameras. And I'm 100% sure they're right. So don't worry, something exciting is coming. I hope there is an A7S4, but so far we don't have the specs yet, except of those kind of very unconfirmed wild rumors. Folks, that's it for today. See you soon.